this for the PNP. Daniel Lawrence is East Westmoreland, Moreland Wilson Western Westmoreland, and Central Westmoreland, where George Wright is the incumbent. Westmoreland has been traditionally fertile PNP ground, you know. And the parish went to Labour, yes, for only the second time in the last 44 years. The previous being 1980, when the JLP landslide of October 30 that year carried home the JLP in practically every parish in Jamaica. Even P.J. Patterson lost his Eastern Westmoreland seat to Euphemia Williams in that electoral cycle. Certainly the political pundits and those on the ground are saying Westmoreland is expected to go back to the PNP. So one would expect that they must be winning all three in Westmoreland on election night if they are on track to get to flipping 18 seats they can't miss in Westmoreland. Yes? So that's Westmoreland. In the neighboring parish of St. Elizabeth, battleground. Battleground. Southwest St. Elizabeth, wherever it goes, Jamaica follow. Southwest St. Elizabeth is a classic weather vane seat. It's now represented in the Parliament by the Minister of Agriculture, Floyd Green. On election night, you can watch that one carefully. It tends to vote with the rest of the country. Wherever Jamaica is going, the people of Southwest St. Elizabeth go. They lead. So on election night, if Floyd Green is holding on, winning, then you can say, okay, it could be Labour again. If not, it could be the Comrades again. Only time will tell. Yeah? Now, in terms of the realignment of the seats, though, in the country, there's one in St. Bess that should return to the PNP if the PNP, according to some polls, are well ahead. Yes, and that is Northeast St. Elizabeth. That's the seat held by Delroy Slowly for the Labour Party. Watch it on election night. If Slowly is hanging on there in Northeast St. Elizabeth, the PNP is in trouble. If they're taking it comfortably, they're back on their way to Jamaica House. In Hanover, traditionally both parties share the 2 seats in Hanover. The PNP tends to dominate the East and the JLP the West. Coming out of 2020, the JLP took both seats. Again, the wholeness effect. The long coattails. He doesn't have any more long coattails. He has lost those political coattails. Every man for himself now. Yeah? Party leader can't carry anymore. And you see that in his waning poll numbers. The ground has shifted to the PNP in Hanover. Based on the February 24 local elections, the JLP is in trouble in Hanover. The PNP won all the local municipal divisions in Hanover. So does it mean that they're about to take both East and West Hanover? More than likely. Manchester. One of the biggest political surprises of the 2020 general election was how the JLP almost swept the parish of Manchester. The PNP usually dominate Manchester. Yes. It's a PNP parish, traditionally known as a PNP stomping ground, from Ernest Peart, the Peart brothers, his sons, Michael, and Dean Peart. Yeah. Well, in 2020, the dominant Labour Party under Holness virtually flipped the entire parish of Manchester. And who can forget the political giant-killing act of Rhoda Moy Crawford in defeating Peter Bunting? She, a political neophyte, wasn't given much of a chance against the powerful and influential Peter Bunting. But some very powerful and influential forces in the parish lined up against Bunting and supported Rhoda. Are they still in support of Rhoda? Are they still arrayed against Bunting? Has that coalition that rallied around Rhoda still in sway, or has it splintered? Based on what I'm picking up on the ground, it has somehow fallen apart, that coalition. In the meantime, Bunting is not going back against Rhoda. He has fled across the border to South Manchester. Here in South Manchester, fertile PNP ground. This seat should be returning to the PNP if the realignment I speak of is taking place. Yes? The MP there, Robert Chin, has not really distinguished himself, I'm told. So Bunting is likely to take home South Manchester for the PNP. One of the things we should watch for in Manchester politics is Audley Shaw's seat in North East Manchester. Yeah. It has been a competitive seat for the last 7 general elections. Just think about that. It has been competitive, but Audley Shaw, Manayard Audley Shaw, has won all 7 general elections. All 7. But he has never won it with a huge majority. Every time you hear we're going into the elections, the PNP are confident that they can beat Audley this time around. They have not been able to do so. Now he has retired. Yeah. The PNP, I'm told, believes that this is finally their best chance to win North East Manchester. Among the other seats, we may see a realignment. Yes? Yeah, let me just quiet this. Among the other seats that we are likely to see a realignment. Yeah? You know, people listening to me and calling me now. Yeah? That is a member of Parliament calling me. Among the other seats, we may see a realignment. Northern Clarendon. That's Horace Daly's old seat in Northern Clarendon. The MP there is Dwight Sibley's first-term MP. Can he hold on in Northern Clarendon? He lost in and town in the by-election in November. That demonstrates some slippage there. South East St. Catherine. 2 Portmore seats we're going to watch carefully. South East St. Catherine, where Big Rob is an MP for the JLP. He's up against the medical doctor Alfred Dawes for the PNP. And East Central St. Catherine, where the State Minister of Foreign Affairs, Orlando Terrelong, is up against Raymond Price. Those